What is up? What is poppin'? You know it ain't no stopping. It is your boy, the International Sensei, and welcome to the Entity Dojo podcast, your source for every damn thing, man. Keep it right, keep it tight, and above all, please talk to me nice. And I know some of you did not pass math class, but I am telling you right now how to not half-ass your ideas, man. Do not half-ass your ideas. One of the things that I've been doing a ton of is filming because I'm trying to get into stunts. And one of the things that helps you as a performer is just practicing like filming and practicing how things look on camera and things like that. Making your own sequences so that way sometimes if you're asked to create something on the fly, you can create it. Or if you're trying to move up in the ranks and coordinate and things like that. Or if you're just trying to make your own content for YouTube or something like that. Building quality stuff that you're proud of and putting out there, not just something that, okay, this looks okay. I mean, but what is there? You know what I mean? Like, instead of like having people ask a ton of questions, have those questions already be answered in the story that you're telling. And the reason why I want to bring that up is because there are a ton of people with a ton of talent, but they often half-ass their way through things. So a prime example would be like, let's say you're a dancer and you got told maybe 2 months in advance, okay, well, we have 4 dancers for you. We have this 2-minute dance choreography. We need you to make this choreography, blah, blah, blah. We need to rehearse, need to be ready. And you just wait, procrastinate. And then on the day of the shoot, you're freaking scrambling to figure out what the choreography is going to be. People are off beat because they haven't practiced, like all this other stuff. When what you could have did was, you know what? Hey, like I'm not, and look, I am not the most like go-getter person. I do tend to procrastinate, but what I've done is like break my stuff into small things. So what you could have done is been like, you know what? Hey, all right, I know that I'm not gonna be able to get this all in once. I'm not gonna be able to get this like right away. The way I am, I tend to procrastinate. So, hey, you know what? Let's knock out a minute of choreography and then add like a little transition. And let's just drill that. And then whenever the second part comes to me, it'll come to me. And just do something like that. But don't just wait, or have a project that you want to do. Like I have tons of people that I know that have projects that they're dying to do. And they're not writing a script for it. They're having somebody else write it, or they're not picking locations. They're telling, oh, well, we need to go out and find one. You are in the age of motherfucking internet, bro. Go on your goddamn phone and fucking search a place that you want to shoot at. Like, I'm so serious. Like, it pisses me off to no end. You have all this fucking technology at the palm of your hands, and you refuse to use the shit. Like, literally get on your phone and Google. How fucking hard is that? You're like, oh, well, we need to go drive. No, the fuck, you do not need to go drive no shit. You just want to spend extra time fucking playing instead of getting the shit done that you need to get done. Like, there should be, like, there are certain cases, like, there should be no reason that the thing that you claim that you wanted to do since you were 5, you're not even halfway done. Like, I understand money and things cost money. That's not what I'm saying. I understand that. Let's say money not even being a thing. And in a lot of cases, there are ways to do stuff without a ton of money, without a ton of lighting and all this other professional shit, and make it look relatively really good. So miss me with that nonsense. But here's my thing. So you say all of that stuff, and you take months to find locations when you can simply Google a location. You can literally type in, you know what, I want to do a freaking sword fight in a mountain. And let's say, okay, well, let me Google. All right, mountain areas in my state, or freaking whatever in my state. And you need to like find a way to shoot that film. Just do that. Like, don't sit there and be like, okay, well, I need to find a freaking this place. I need to go drive out and go to freaking Kansas and shoot. Like, just cut it out, because you're adding unnecessary time, and you're really just basically showing that you don't really want to do it. Like, that's basically what it is. Like, if you really want to do something, you're going to go for it and you're going to find a way to make it work. There are tons of workarounds. But if you're going to continually waste people's time, waste your own time, waste your friends' time, like, why are you even doing it? And look, I understand, like, success is a very scary thing. It's a very daunting thing, and you know what I mean? But at the same time, you need to understand that you can't run from it. Like, it's either going to catch you or you're going to catch it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just run from it. If this is something that you want, this is something that you enjoy, you're going to have to find a way to make it work. That simple. Okay, and you can't mess around and play in this. Simply because there are a lot of other people. Like, if you're working with a team of people, you have a lot of people's livelihood on the line sometimes. Or just sometimes you have people's time on the line. And time is a valuable resource that you can never get back. Trust me, I have tried. We do not have time machines yet, so I do not know what to tell you. But don't half-ass your ideas. Like, and it's frustrating because, like, I see tons of people with tons of talent that half-ass, or tons of people that just, like, will give you a lot of lip service. Like, I cannot tell you how many people I've met that will say, "Well, I want to be an actor," and I said, "Okay, well, have you taken acting class?" No. I was like, "Okay, well, do you study film when you're home?" Well, no. Well, I watch Love and Hip Hop. Okay, so you just wasted about 40 seconds of my life that I'll never get back because you are half-assing. You're half-assing. It's like, okay, well, you know what? I want to be a kickboxing champion. Okay, so are you enrolled in Muay Thai? No. Are you enrolled in Taekwondo? No. Are you enrolled in karate? No. Are you enrolled in boxing? No. Okay, so then how are you going to become a kickboxer? Well, I got some YouTube videos that I watched, and I got some little, like, wooden dummies that I could punch in my room, and I made a kale salad. Like, no. You're not going to get the desired results that you want. And honestly, I don't even think you want them if you're talking like that. Like, if you want to be an actress, watching Love and Hip Hop is not going to get you there. If you want to be a freaking kickboxing champion, watching YouTube tutorials by the freaking Kung Fu Hustle Man or the freaking Death Touch Goddess or whatever the fuck the YouTube channels are, you're not going to get it done. If you want to get it done, you're going to have to be proactive. You're going to have to go for it, and you're going to have to find a way to make it work. And again, I understand finances, especially with the way the world is today. Finances are tight, but at the same time, you can find workarounds. Everyone has an iPhone. Like, there's you can buy a cheap little pack of lenses for a couple dollars. You can buy a cheap little stabilizer, a little cheap mic, and get some stuff created. So at least you know how to create, you know about the creative process. Buy it and then just slowly build on it. Buy an effects application. Buy some better mics. Buy a couple more lights and build until you have a fleet of stuff where you can make your, like, small budget shorts and small little projects that you're able to maybe even pitch to a network or pitch to a lower name director that could back it and give you something that you could really be proud of, and you can potentially make some money off of. Shit, something like Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is a martial arts show on Netflix. It started out as a YouTube series. Okay, just to put it in perspective. It started out as a YouTube series. Almost in a lot of ways, almost a parody of the Karate Kid when it was a YouTube series. About two old ass grown men who had a freaking 50-year-old martial arts beef and wanted to keep fighting. And you're going to tell me that you can't do whatever because of money and this and that. No. Cut it out. You have an iPhone. You have a room. Most of you have a room. You have fields out. There's just tons of places to film. So please stop wasting people's time with the nonsense of, because of this. Like, unless you just get freaking blown up and blown away, like you just get freaking broken down into freaking little molecules or something, you have the physical and mental capability of accomplishing what you want. It just takes time in bits and pieces, but it takes commitment. You can't just grab a camera and be like, okay, we're going to create the next hit movie. No, it doesn't work like that. It will never work like that. You have to start off like, okay, well, I want to make a fight scene, or I want to make a short. Write some stuff down. What would you want? What do you want to happen in it? Like, who do you want to be in it? This, that, and the third. And then be like, you know what? All right, so we need to be here, here, here. Google locations, but stop half-assing stuff. Because nothing is worse than like having like a half-baked thing and then getting upset that it didn't work out because it was half-baked. Like, everything might not pop off. Like, it might not be like the next viral hit, because being a viral hit is hard. And two, being a viral hit most of the time is not equal to like great riches. But having something that you could really like look back on and be like, you know what, dang, I made that. Or something that's like, you know what, this was okay. And then 5-10 years from now, you're like, damn, I'm so glad I made that project, because I wouldn't have made this project. Or I wouldn't have been able to use it for this thing. Or freaking actors be like, you know, I'm so glad I watched that show, because it gave me a monologue that I could use. Or a comedian, I'm so glad that I took the chance and got on stage, because now I'm making tons of money as a comedian or whatever. But again, you gotta take the lead, but you gotta understand that it's another investment. An investment in a project is an investment in self, and you can't be lackluster in a self-investment, because you're gonna get what you put into it. So if you put in bullshit, you're gonna get bullshit out of it. If you put in your all, you're gonna get your all out of it. You're gonna get quality things that you'll be very, very proud of at the end. But that is it for me, man. Thank you so much for listening. You know I do my thing. I can definitely ramble, but thank you so much for listening. Please follow the Entity Dojo podcast on Twitter, which is Sensei_Global 21 on Twitter, International_Sensei on the gram. The Entity Dojo podcast is on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, and all that good stuff. Thank you so much, and we must now exit the dojo. Us.